Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and we have another day here with the Chicago Bears OTA practices, some more news, notes, highlights, observations from today. We're going to go through it all, right? Everything you need to know, we got you guys covered. Now, before we dive in, I want to give credit where credit is due, and that is with all of the Chicago Bear media members out here in Chicago. I want to give them credit because without them, these videos just are not possible to make. So go give them a follow on X. They're going to keep you updated with all the news and notes before I even post these videos. So go check them out. You're going to see some names at the top of the screen. But with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video and talk a little bit today about what we saw. Now, this first clip is just some of the wide receivers going through some individual drill, warming up. You see J.P. Richardson, you see, obviously DJ Moore, you see 82, which I believe is John Jackson, Roman Dunze up next. You see 13, who is Maurice Alexander. We see 14, who is Zacchaeus coming over from Washington. 12, I believe, is Devin Duvernay. And then again, you see J.P. Richardson. You see number 10, Tyler Scott. 83 is Samori Toure, I believe his name is. Also, you have Ja'Day Walker as well. So, bunch of the wide receivers going through a little bit of a drill here. Looking like we're just trying to hand fight and then block, right? So, essentially on run plays, something you're going to be seeing a lot of is, boom, hand fight, swat down the arms, and then get leverage using your lower body. So, basically all we're doing right here is that. So, let's dive into the next one. Now, one guy who has really been standing out to Eric Bieniemy and Ben Johnson is 7th round rookie running back Kyle Manungai. Now, he was utilized a lot over the last couple of days, and they're really figuring out how explosive he is and how explosive he can be. Now, we see this drill a ton. All we're doing here is a little bit of route running, a little bit of start-stop, a little bit of catching, turning up the field, and making a one cut, right? So, he had a lot of plays in 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s where he catches the ball at the backfield, and boom, you just see, a different type of back. I mean, he's explosive. He runs, close to the ground. He lowers his center of gravity. I mean, look how low he gets to the ground. I mean, very tough for a lot of these DBs or, for example, the linebackers to see over that O-line, over that D-line to see where he's at, right? And that's very important for a running back, being able to be, not being able to be seen. So, I do like Kyle Manungai a lot, and over the last few days, I feel like he's really taken a step up and working his way up this depth chart. All right, had some more running back drill here. I do want to say, last practice, Caleb Williams didn't have the best day in the world, but today was finally a really good day. Now, I'll tell you why that is actually a really good thing here for the Chicago Bears. Whenever you go through OTAs or mandatory minicamp or especially training camp, you don't want to see one side of the ball dominate every single practice because it's a telltale sign, right? If the defense wins 5-6 days in a row, it's a telltale sign that your offense is going to be pretty damn bad, or your defense is the best in football. However, what's going on right now is, the defense wins yesterday, the offense bounces back and dominates today, or, the defense wins today, and then boom, again, the next day, the offense bounces back, right? We're seeing back and forth, and I know I don't have the footage to back it up. They're not allowed to show 7-on-7 or 11-on-11s, which is fine, but I heard today that Caleb Williams had outstanding day, an unbelievable day, was very consistent, was very productive, and the dude just had a lot of great passes in today's practice, which goes to show, this team could be really good. The defense had some good days, the offense has had some good days. Mandatory minicamp is, it's here, it's really here, and it's looking really good so far. All right, some more wide receivers going through a drill where we're just trying to go through contested catches. There's some times where you turn, the ball's already coming, you got defenders in front of you. You need to be able to pluck these things out of the air. So boom, all we're doing right now is working on pluckability. So there's Roman Dunze. We see 13 get a rep here. This is Maurice Alexander. We see 82. That is John Jackson. Really not a great rep there. Ball deflects off the bag. But again, really trying to work on our hands through contact and see what we can do with not the clearest vision in the world. I think that hits the bag, so more of a bad rep by whoever this quarterback is. Now, obviously, it's Antoine Randall, but I would just make a joke. Real quickly, before we get any further into this video, guys, do me a big favor. Hit that like button if you want me to break down more Chicago Bears offseason news, notes, highlights, observations from these practices going forward. But most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed. Guys, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And we will be covering, like I said, the Bears throughout the entirety of not only OTAs, mandatory minicamp, which is this week, right? We're going to get back to some more OTAs. But then after that ends, they get about a month off from practice. Around July 23rd, I believe, is when teams open back up for training camp. We're going to be covering that as well, okay? Now, it doesn't end after training camp. We got preseason football. It's just beginning, right? We're going to be breaking down all 22 coaches' film with some preseason and regular season as well. So we have endless amounts of content for you guys throughout the entirety of this year's off-season and on-season. Make sure you guys are ready. Join the family, lock in, turn on post notifications. Let's dive back in. Now, a couple of players I do want to give a major shout out to. One of them being Ozzy Trapillo. This guy is absolutely dominating every aspect of practice so far, and I get it. As an offensive lineman, you can't really learn too much from a player until those pads really come on. But a guy like Clay Harbor, who is one of the reporters over here, one of the guys that is, an analyst for this football team, has been, endlessly raving about Ozzy and his ability to just learn a system really, really fast and be up-tempo about everything. So Ozzy has really been a bright spot for this football team, at least over the first couple of weeks here of OTAs, while Luther Burden and Colson Loveland continue to heal up as, individually. Ozzy has been an offensive rookie that has been blowing coaches away in terms of just his, efficient brain. I mean, he's learning everything so quick and not making too many mistakes. Kyle Manungai also has been pretty damn good as well. So major shout out to those guys. However, we are going to end the video here in just a minute. Now, before I do, comment down below some stat line predictions for Caleb Williams going into this season. There's been some up and down practices here and there. Today was a good one. According to Clay Harbor and a couple of reporters over in Chicago. Now, tomorrow, I should be posting a part 2 to this video where we actually go in and break down some more standouts, and I believe they have one more day of mandatory minicamp, so we should be back anyway tomorrow, no matter what. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys do me a big favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family, turn on post notifications. That way, you're notified every time we post one of these videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, last couple of standouts from today. JP Richardson. I think Tyler Scott looked good, and also Maurice Alexander. 3 wide receivers to keep your eye on out going forward. We'll see how those guys progress over the next few weeks, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.